Hey Tristan, we're going to go and break down your airs here and figure out what we can do to get you more stable so you feel comfortable bringing your jumps to bigger features. So we're going to go start with these successful ones, and then we're going to go into the failed nose grab and see, one sec, oh no, camera's fine. So let's watch the whole thing through and then we'll go break it out. Because your form is really close here, I'm only noticing very slight mistakes that are probably making you feel not as comfortable. But the first thing I want to point out is I really like how comfortable you are with speed. You're making it to the landing no problem. You're going and not doing too many unnecessary speed checks. You're holding a straight line through the whole place. Basically, you're charging, and we really like to see that you're approaching these jumps with confidence and power. So that's a really good indication that you'll be able to move on to bigger jumps without too much more extra work. So let's figure out what we can do to make you slightly more stable. Because you're really close with your form here, I only notice a couple of things that I think are throwing you off. Let me move my camera, it's a little bit annoying. So the first thing we can see it here is see how your chest is sort of opening to the front of the takeoff as you're going off. So you're approaching the jump pretty stacked, but you can see here even a little bit of chest open upness like this. You're sort of coming to the jump and rotated. So not so much that you're open, but this shoulder slightly open and this shoulder slightly open. So that's going to be what's causing a lot of your instability here. And we're able to see it as we get a little bit closer, the effects of it. So we can really see it right here where you're going and having your back arm come in front of your torso. This arm's staying straight, staying aligned. But what this is causing is pressure onto your toe edge because you're now coming and popping like this, putting a little bit of weight forward. And we can see here that your edge is lifting up. This means that you're going and putting your weight onto your toe edge last second before jumping. And that's what's going and throwing off a lot of your bounce here. And then we can also see that you're leaving off the takeoff a little bit early. See how your board's going airborne before you're fully off the lip? This is telling me you're not fully utilizing that pop and the surface tension. So you do really good considering, but those are the three things that I'm noticing. First, you have too much pressure on your toe edge, causing your heels to lift. Second, your upper body is open towards the takeoff. Third, you're popping and not fully utilizing your board or the tail of your snowboard. So correcting those three things will really be all you need to get those jumps a lot more comfortable. Because you're still going up and getting the proper arc of the jump. Let's go and break down your grab timing. Okay, yeah, so you're grabbing really early, and this is probably what's causing you to go and put that extra weight onto your toe edge and put your shoulder down. Because what's happening is you're riding off a jump and you're actually leaning into that grab. And that's where that shoulder is coming from, that's where the edge is lifting, and that's where, I think that's what's happening. So just wait to grab a little bit more. Make sure you're getting that full extension, staying squared in the air before bringing down that grab, because we can clearly see that this grab is slightly compromising your takeoff. And we can really see it here on the shifty attempt. You really preemptively open your chest and bend down for the shifty. And what this does is it makes you leave off your toe edge, that's going to throw you off balance. So you're approaching the jump all the way like this, fully counter-rotated, ready to go and do the shifty. You need to go and stay stacked up, pop, then shifty, then pull it back. Because when you open your chest preemptively like this, it's going to set your weight forward, causing you to get super heavy on your toe edge, and it's going to make you be leaving the jump with your hips open, what's never ideal for stable, especially once you get your bigger jumps. On a bigger jump, this will really emphasize that motion, and you could actually accidentally do like an under-rotated front one from that upper body position. Then your shifty is all good, but we can see that you're not fully on the arc of the jump, and that's why your board isn't completely flat, and instead it's coming in to have you land tail heavy, just a little bit. So it's really close, but what I want you to do when you're doing your shifty is instead of approaching the jump like this, because that's having your chest open and putting pressure onto your toe edge, so when you pop up, it's throwing you off balance and not giving you the full arc and oomph of the jump. Instead, come super stacked, and then you can go in shifty, and this will actually give you more range of motion and more kinetic energy to pull it back. I'll show up my regular footed because I'm less awkward. Right now you're doing this, shifty, and then you need to really fight to get it back because you're not having that wind up. But if you come square, pop, shifty, then you can pull it back a lot nicer and it will feel a lot better and give you a lot better of an arc off the jump. So those are the only changes you need to make. Basically, delay your grab and delay your shifty, because right now you're reaching for them too soon and it's causing you to open and put pressure into your toe edge and not fully get the takeoff of the jump. The last video we're going to cover is your failed nose grab attempt. So we'll just go and see, because I think this is the most obvious showcase of that reaching for a grab too soon is what's really throwing you off here. So you're coming in and we can see chest open, your backhand. Oh, this was such a good HD quality when I watched it in my free time. Loom doesn't like showing HD videos, I apologize. But you can see your upper body is fully rotated. We can even see your back arm. Your back arm should be all the way around behind you. And then what's happening here is you're reaching for the grab too soon. So see how your upper body is now bending down, you're losing that stacked, stable position, causing you to lean forward, and that's making you need to counterbalance by shooting your legs out straight. Sorry, let me try to get rid of that little circle. No, now I have a marker out. Harsh. All right. So leaning forward like that, because you're preemptively leaning for the grab, you're trying to get the grab before you fully got your pop, and that's what's causing you to sort of rocket air and need to let go and balance. So again, this is all just happening because you're going and preemptively trying to get into that grab position where all good grabs come from getting that full stacked pop up. So instead of coming to the jump and then slowly getting like this, getting ready for your grab, tilting your chest down, focus on staying tall, stacked, and getting that full extension off your board. That's going to give you control and give you a lot more air time, which will make grabbing a lot easier in the future. But you're really close. Just go and make those changes. Be more patient with that grab. I see this a lot where people just go and try to grab too soon and it throws off their takeoff. So focus in on getting that takeoff locked in, super stacked and strong, and then grab. After that, I'm sure you'll be ready to take it to bigger jumps. But feel free to submit another video and let me know if you need more help with this trick. But it's looking good and you're almost there, so stay at it.